Hello, my name is Samantha Usher and my presentation today is about natural selection. The theory of natural selection is about how organisms that are best adapted to their environment have the best chance of surviving and reproducing. The theory of evolution proposes that organisms have related traits because everything originally came from one source. Evolution is all about change over time. There are different mechanisms for evolution to occur. Natural selection is one of the mechanisms for evolution. Some people have called natural selection survival of the fittest. Nature selects traits that are most adaptable to the environment and that can reproduce. Charles Darwin was a naturalist who discovered natural selection during a trip that he took while trying to help the British Navy learn about natural resources in the 1830s. But he didn't publish anything at that time. In Andrew Berry's article, The Evolutionary Struggle, it is written that a letter came from Alfred Russel Wallace telling Darwin about the idea of natural selection. This prompted Darwin to realize that his idea was worth printing. So the two naturalists got together and decided they would let the world in on their idea. In natural selection, if an organism has an advantageous trait, then it can reproduce more often than the ones that don't have this trait. The environment can choose who has the advantage. There are factors that make this possible. There are several components to natural selection. Members have inheritable variations. Population is able to reproduce more than the environment can support. Only certain members of the population can survive and reproduce. And natural selection results in a population that is adapted to the local environment. An example of natural selection is the way the giraffe's neck went from short to long. Some people think that this was to help the animals feed, and that was partly true for its need for survival, but it also had to do with sex and reproduction. The giraffes began to overproduce. The environment produced tall trees, therefore the longer neck became the advantageous trait. Then the giraffes became adapted and the short neck trait died out. In conclusion, natural selection has occurred constantly over millions of years to allow many species to evolve. Humans are unique animals and we are still evolving today. We are continuously developing technologies to make our lives better. I think this will endure forever. Thank you for listening to my presentation today.